Good morning and welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing, presented by the Clear Commodity Network and delivering today's top news in mining and mineral exploration. From the new ClearCom studios, here's your host, Trevor Hall.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing. It is Tuesday, July 21st. Thanks for joining us. Gold is up 1.2% this morning to $4,000.56 an ounce. Silver is the standout, up more than 4% to $58.78 an ounce. And copper is surging 3% to $6.49 a pound. Brent crude, it's back above $90 a barrel as the Iran-U.S. conflict enters another day of escalation. Here's the war update. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps is claiming it's struck Amazon's main data center hub in Bahrain via cruise missiles. It's a direct retaliation, they say, for a U.S. airstrike on Iran's Darkovan nuclear project. The IRGC also claims it destroyed a U.S. missile defense radar system and an F-15 fighter jet at a base in Jordan. Both claims remain unverified, however. More clearly confirmed, the IRGC forces in what they designated Wave 15 of Operation Nasr 2 hit Kuwait's power grid and water desalination infrastructure for the second consecutive day. Those plants supply roughly 90% of Kuwait's drinking water, and the attacks triggered fires at multiple facilities. U.S. airstrikes on Iran are now in their 10th consecutive night. Gold, silver, crude oil are all responding this morning. Copper is rallying 3% this morning despite geopolitical jitters, and the reason is more fundamental. A key physical demand gauge in China just hit a one-year high, signaling strong on-the-ground buying. Meanwhile, weather-related disruptions are taking a bite out of Chilean copper output, tightening an already stretched supply picture there. We'll get to the news out of the miners and explorers here in just a moment, but first a quick word about today's sponsor. This episode of Mining Stock Daily is brought to you by Vizsla Silver. Vizsla is advancing the Panuco Silver Gold Project in Sinaloa, Mexico. It's one of the highest grade silver development projects in the world. It hosts the world's largest undeveloped high-grade silver resource, and the company has been aggressively expanding its drill program to grow that resource ahead of a development decision. You can learn more at vizslasilver.ca.
The dynamics of the natural resource trade changes every day. Get the full view of the commodity markets every week with Commodity Compass, hosted by me, Jennifer Pickerel. From metals to energy to agriculture, we break down the key moves, market drivers, and macro forces shaping the resource world, all in one sharp, insightful podcast from the Clear Commodity Network. Whether you're a trader, investor, or industry pro, Commodity Compass helps you stay grounded and informed. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or at clearcommodity.net. Clear Commodity Network, digital news on the physical markets.
And here's what you need to know this morning. Brixton Metals has drilled one of the highest grade silver intercepts ever reported. Included 20 meters of 5,015 grams per ton silver from a depth of 160 meters at its Langis silver project in Cobalt, Ontario. Also included 14 meters of 7,150 grams per ton and 1.15 meters of 74,137 grams per ton. The hole is from a brand new brownfields area called Shaft 6 Southeast with no historic underground workings. Brixton has now completed 24,000 meters across 105 holes in this year's campaign and is targeting an exploration target of 1 to 2 million tons, grading 400 to 800 grams per ton silver. Brixton Metals trades on the Venture with BBB and on the OTCQX with BBBXF. Kingfisher Metals has landed Barrick as a strategic investor. Barrick is coming in for 15.5 million units at $1.35 Canadian per unit for gross proceeds, about $21 million, giving the major roughly 9.9% non-diluted ownership of Kingfisher. Post-close, Kingfisher will have approximately $47 million in cash to advance the Highway 37 project in British Columbia's Golden Triangle. The deal is expected to close in about a week's time, July 27th. Kingfisher Metals trades on the venture with KFR and on the OTCQB with KGFMF. Talisker Resources is out this morning with newMustang underground face sample results showing a 127-meter strike length high-grade chute averaging 22 grams per ton gold, with standout individual samples hitting 610 grams per ton gold over a half meter at the company's producing Braylorn Gold Project in southern British Columbia. Talisker's Mustang mine is an in-production ramp-up, selling gold ore under a purchase agreement with Ocean Partners, and with a 105,000-meter drill program underway targeting resource conversion and expansion. Talisker Resources trades on the TSX with TSK and on the OTCQB with TSKFF. Silver47 Exploration has confirmed a surface-accessible silver resource at the Hughes Project in Tonopah, Nevada. A 21-hole auger program at the Belmont Tailings returned mineralization in every single hole, top to bottom, defining an inferred resource of 1.8 million ounces of silver and 11,000 ounces of gold at 44 grams per ton silver and 68 grams per ton silver equivalent across approximately 1.26 million tons. The tailings sit on private patented mining claims of about 84 acres right alongside U.S. Highway 6, and metallurgical test work, including cyanide leach and CIL tests, are now underway. Silver47 trades on the TSX Venture with AGA and on the OTCQX with AAGAF. Hemlo Mining has reported Q2 2026 production of 27,858 total ounces of gold, about 25,188 ounces attributable to the company. That's down from about 29,500 attributable ounces in Q1, but it reflects a deliberate mining sequence shift from top-down to bottom-up extraction that temporarily reduced mill feed grades from the Williams and Interlake zones. The company says leading operational indicators are moving strongly in the right direction. Development meters were up 42%, long-hole production drilling rose 65%, and total ore milled increased 7% versus Q1, with improved production grades expected to flow through in the second half of the year. Hemlo Mining trades on the TSX with HMMC and on the OTCQX with HMMCF. Getchell Gold has released a preliminary economic assessment on its Fondaway Canyon gold project in Nevada, showing a pre-tax NPV of just over $1 billion and a post-tax NPV of $905 million, using a 3,200 per ounce gold base case, with a pre-tax IRR of 58.8% and a post-tax IRR of 53.1%. The PEA contemplates a 12,000 ton per day open pit with a roughly 10-year mine life and represents a greater than 60% improvement over the prior PEA. At higher gold prices, the post-tax NPV reaches approximately $1.5 billion. Getchell Gold trades on the CSE with GTCH and on the OTCQB with GGLDF. And we wrap with Q2 Metals. They've released final winter assay results from the Cisco Lithium project in Quebec. It's highlighted with 137.6 meters grading 1.47% lithium oxide and included 40.6 meters of 3.25% Li2O. The results continue to build on a deposit that already carries an inaugural inferred resource of 295 million tons at 1.36% Li2O. Q2 is now running its largest drill program ever at Cisco, targeting approximately 20,000 meters this summer as it advances towards a preliminary economic assessment. Q2 Metals trades on the venture with QTWO and on the OTCQB with QUEXF. All right, that's a wrap here this morning on the Morning Briefing. The Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing is produced by Clear Commodity Network. It is distributed throughout the world through your podcast network of choice and over at clearcommodity.net. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Be well. The information presented should not be considered investment advice. Mining Stock Daily and its affiliates are not responsible for any loss arising from any investment decision in connection with the material presented herein. Please do your own research or speak with a licensed financial representative before making any investment decisions.